Instructions are factor each trinomial. So let's take a look at this one. We got 5x squared minus 13x minus 6. Now always our first method of factoring is GCF, but these don't have anything in common. I look at all three terms, they don't have anything in common. Our next method is grouping, which is 4 or more terms. Well, this is only 3 terms. That doesn't fit. Now PSD is our third one we took a look at, but it doesn't seem to fit because PSD says you can't have any number in front of your x squared. Our next one on our list is key number. Key number, you have an x squared, x, no x, and there's a number in front of your x squared. Now with the key number, we take the number at the beginning times the number at the end, ignoring signs. So we're going to take 5 times 6, which gives us 30. And we're going to build a PSD table based upon that. In the P column, we'll list all the products, give us 30. We got 1 times 30, 2 times 15, 3 times 10, 4, no, 5 times 6. In the S column, S for sum, we add these two numbers together. 1 plus 30 is 31, 2 plus 15 is 17, 3 plus 10 is 13, 5 plus 6 is 11. Difference column, we subtract the smaller from the larger. 30 minus 1 is 29, 15 minus 2 is 13, 10 minus 3 is 7, 6 minus 5 is 1. Now the number we're looking for is a number in our middle term, which is 13, and we got 2 13s. What you do is you try one, see if it works. If it doesn't work, then it's the other one. Now once you get a little bit more comfortable with the signs, the only way you can get a negative here at the end is when you have different signs. Now if you have a positive on our last term, then that means the signs are the same. So 13 I want is this one right here. So I'm going to use 2 and 15. And what we're going to do is we're going to rewrite our middle term using those two numbers. So we're going to rewrite the negative 13x using 2 and 15. Now our notes on our sign still holds true. The larger number in your P column that you're using, which is a 15, is always going to be the same sign as your middle term. Middle term is negative, so I'm going to have a negative 15x. Now a number I circled in the difference column, D for different signs, means one will be positive, one will be negative. Since we said 15 is already negative, that means a 2 has to be positive. And if we were to go backwards, negative 15x plus 2x does give you a negative 13x. Well, now we want to use factoring by grouping. So we'll group the first two terms together and the last two terms together. The first two terms have a 5x in common, so I factor that out. And that leaves me x minus 3. Now our second group has a 2 in common, so I factor out a 2, and that leaves us x minus 3. Your goal is to get these parentheses the same, which they are. Now if you guessed on which 13 to use, and you come up with these different, they'll be real close. One will be like x minus 3, and the other one will be x plus 3. Well, that means you chose the wrong one, and then you use the other 13. But anyway, we have these the same, so we'll factor out an x minus 3 out in front. And to see what goes in your second set of parentheses, you can either cover these up, or you can cross out these x minus 3's. Now what isn't crossed out is what goes in this parentheses. So this becomes 5x plus 2. And that's our answer.